Hello, my name is Adrith Bakary. I'm a Library and Information Studies student at the University of Alabama, and for the first half of this year I've been working with Kay Hogan Smith and Valerie Gordon on the Health Infonet of Alabama Facebook page. I've recorded this presentation as a means of sharing the results of that work with you. To begin, I want to share a bit of information about Facebook itself. The service claims to have more than 750 million users, half of which are active on the site on any given day. These users are interacting with over 900 million different Facebook entities. By this, they mean organizational pages, community pages, groups, and events. The Health Infonet page would be one of these entities. The average user is connected to 80 of these entities. In addition to said average user's 130 friends, this is a lot of information flowing onto one Facebook user's news stream. This is what is so appealing about an organization having a Facebook presence. If a user wants to receive information from a source such as Health Infonet, all the user has to do is click the like button that appears at the top of the organization's Facebook page. The user controls what information comes to them. For an organization, it is a very manageable amount of work to reach a potentially large number of individuals spread across a sizable geographic area. The organization makes a single post on a single page, and that information is visible to the people who want to see it, who have clicked that like button. What information is appropriate to share with patrons via Facebook? It is a great way to broadcast health resources and information related to current events, such as directing Facebook patrons to information about avoiding heat-related illness and injury when a heat emergency covers the region. It also provides an easy means of providing local resources that are related to larger health movements. For example, when the Great American Smokeout is in the news, on Facebook we can direct our Facebook patrons to Alabama-based programs. We can inform them about local events, such as vaccination clinics, informational events and lectures that they may not hear about by other means. The functionality of Facebook allows us to provide access to content in other forms. The creators of Facebook have made it very easy to share links to not only websites, but also multimedia such as podcasts and streaming video. The built-in notes feature can be used to publish larger amounts of information, such as a list of recommended resources on a single topic, such as something you might see in LibGuides. And of course, short posts can be used to remind our Facebook patrons of the functionality available on the Health Infonet website, such as the health services search or chat with a librarian. There are some things to consider, however. One of the most important is finding the balance of posting the right amount of information. If we do not keep up a consistent supply of information, Facebook patrons may choose to go elsewhere to get their health information. At the same time, if we post too often, those patrons could get frustrated with the amount of posts from us on their Facebook wall and filter out our posts or unsubscribe altogether. Think back to those 79 other entities and 130 friends. A second consideration: how can our Facebook patrons interact with the page? At the present time, users have the ability to make posts on the Health Infonet wall, as well as to leave comments on posts that Health Infonet providers make. On the next slide, you can see examples of these. Here is a screenshot of the Health Infonet Facebook page. Some of you may be already familiar with Facebook as a personal user, or be responsible for maintaining an organizational site as part of your professional duties. All pages are functionally similar in layout. The sidebar on the left shows the organization's profile picture, some functional links that are part of Facebook's design, the organization's profile, and the number of people and organizations which have chosen to like Health Infonet of Alabama. To the right of that sidebar is the content generated by Health Infonet content providers and users. Under the row of images at the top is the posting mechanism, allowing the fast posting of images, links to other websites, and video content. Below that are the content posts. The first one displayed, the most recent post made at the time of the screen capture, is an example of a post made by a Facebook patron, someone who has liked the Health Infonet Facebook page. As I was not logged in as an administrator at the time I posted the link, it displays with my name and profile photo. Right under that link and text is an example of a posting made by someone logged in as an administrator of the page. It displays with the Health InfoNet name and logo. At the bottom of that posting, you can see where 2 users have liked this individual content posting, and the text box where those users are able to post a comment about the content. This is the basis of social media, why social networking sites are so popular, the ability to interact with the information that you're looking for. But it brings with it some additional considerations. Working with the public online brings with it similar challenges to working with the public in person, in a public service capacity such as a library, especially considering that behind the safety and anonymity of a computer screen, there's no expectation to behave politely or appropriately, as there is when out in public, where everyone can see and critique your interpersonal interactions. One of the tasks I performed as part of my internship was to develop a social media policy guide, which provides guidelines for appropriate site usage and interactions for our Facebook patrons, and guidelines for Health InfoNet content providers to handle difficult situations in the unlikely event that they should arise. Another consideration for the upkeep of an organizational Facebook page is that while getting information out takes a manageable portion of time, monitoring the page for inquiries that come in to respond to takes additional time. Growing the patron base of the page may require additional time spent by the administrators or content providers, monitoring or moderating those potential interactions. But it is important to remember that in using Facebook or other social media, not only is Health InfoNet of Alabama in our patrons' neighborhoods, but on their desktop computers at home or work, on their laptops in the neighborhood coffee shop, or with the proliferation of smartphones and tablets, even in their pockets. Having trusted health information so close to hand is a valuable asset. Thank you very much for viewing my presentation. This screencast, as well as links to additional resources and information, will be available at this website.